Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Raging Cajuns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Raging Cajuns offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
To the air on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running toward the tape. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. He's going to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. There's always that issue of conference pride and keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cajuns! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give them...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They're trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score. Louisiana 14, Alabama 3.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. He breaks a tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Plows through the defense. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 13 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's a draw. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They run the reverse. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got his man quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown time.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On second down, looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that your defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive play.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They want to run it left here. Smashes through. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. They They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He fires one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Raging Cajuns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll leave it with him. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for it. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quickly complete.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Power football with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. California is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 21 over Air Force. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense trying to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Up-tempo for the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're bringing heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll toss it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much.